Okay, guys, I'm here, and we're doing a randonautica, and my intention was lost souls, and it brought me down to this area here, which is out in the middle of pretty much nowhere. I've been driving for wow, like 30 minutes already, and so this is where it's taken me. Let's get on over here and see what we got. It's a memorial right here. So obviously somebody lost it right here. Sad. Oh boy, sad, sad, sad. But so this is the first place it brought me, and I'm going to keep the same intention, lost souls, and do another reset of the Randonautica app and see where it takes me. So let's continue. So it brought us to this little town called Stratford, and I've never been here before, first time, and I don't know why it brought us to this town, but let's look around. Let's just see what it is. There's a Stratford Elementary School. Huge, small elementary school. Nice looking uh, school. Well kept up. So it must be a nice little town. I don't know why it brought me here though. But my intention is not here. My intention is back the other way. But I just wanted to drive through here just to show the little town here. I know it's probably boring, but lost souls. So I don't see any lost souls in this town. So before I hit this road, I'm going to go ahead and make a U-turn and actually go where the map told me to go, or where the Randonautica map told me where to go. So it's back this way. As you can see, this is a pretty decent little town. Looks clean. Doesn't look like it's full of gangs. A lot of towns I go through are just horrible, horrible looking towns. But this is actually a pretty clean little town. A lot of old houses. I've seen a lot of old buildings, but it's not trashy. It's very clean, very clean. Okay, so I have to turn here. And the map is telling me it's right up here. And I'm not going to stop. And I don't know why it would be bringing me this way, but here's a fire department. A couple of businesses. There's a bunch of old buildings over there. To my left, or yeah, they looked all closed up, most of them, or they may not be. They may just be closed today. I don't know. And here's some old buildings here, and the point is actually right here. I'll pull up there. It's where this building is closed, Stratford Market. So it looks all closed up, but I don't know why it would bring me here, but maybe something happened in this market. I wouldn't know. Okay, guys. Oh, wow, look at this. A big, oh, a band. I don't know if this warehouse, I'm going to go check this out. Big old abandoned warehouse over here. Look at that. Yeah, that has to be abandoned. But that's not my intention. But it is neat to see. Man, I wish I could take you guys in there, show you around. Wow, there's quite a few buildings over here that are abandoned. And I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with my intention, lost souls, but these are all abandoned. Pretty cool. Okay, let's continue with lost souls and go to the next place it takes me. So here we are, folks, my last Randonautica stop. Unfortunately, it brought me to this cemetery. And yeah, let's go ahead and start walking to the area where the intention is at. So, since we're at a cemetery, let me tell you a story that happened to a friend of mine back in high school. In 1986, I met this guy in high school. He's a real nice kid. Unfortunately, the neighborhood that he lived in was full of the red rags called the Bloods. And his father ran off on his mother and him 2 years prior to us meeting in high school. And he started going through a lot of different problems within those 2 years. They couldn't keep up with the house mortgage. The father vanished without a trace. They're assuming he went back to Mexico. And the mother, her job wasn't enough to sustain the mortgage and all the bills and taking care of 4 kids, including my friend, which I'm not going to give his name in case he ever watches my video. I'm not going to put him online like that. And anyway, he decided to join the Red Rags, the Bloods gang in around Sacramento somewhere. Not sure what area, but he joined the Red Rag gang. And while he was initiated into this gang, the people that jumped him in beat him up really bad. He got landed in the hospital. I remember going and seeing him, and they broke both of his legs. They broke his arm, they broke his wrist, and they broke 3 of his fingers. They broke his nose. They broke 2 ribs. The beating was beyond recognition. They beat this guy so bad, but he made it. He took it. He withstood the pain, and he made it into the gang. I don't know why he wanted into this gang, but it made him feel safe because he didn't have a father. And these guys became like a father figure to him. Speed it up to 2 years later. So like in 1988, 1989, I graduated in 1989. So did he. But before graduation, I talked him out of getting out of the gang. This is a creepy looking tree. That tree would be creepy at night. So I literally talked him about getting out of the gang. And I never knew this was going to happen. I always knew blood in, blood out. But I always thought it meant just a good old ass whipping. I didn't know they were going to go to this extent. It's called roulette. Russian? I can't say the whole name because I don't want YouTube to, take my video off. But it has to do with the pew pew. And that's what they did to this kid. And, well, he's my age now, but we're the same age. Actually, we're born in the same month. Our birthdays are 3 days apart from each other. Pretty cool. But, yeah, unfortunately, he took one to the skull. And the skull actually saved his life. He's now crippled for life, in a wheelchair. He can't feel anything from the waist down, but he has full use of all of his hands and fingers. Thank goodness. The way he got out was truly blood out. And he almost lost his life that afternoon. Now, I wasn't there. I didn't even know this was happening. His mother called me at my mom's house and told us what was going on. My mom got a hold of me because I didn't live with my mom at that time. And I went to the hospital where he was in a coma. He laid in a coma for 6 months, people. 6 months. As his parents, his dad finally came back from Mexico when he heard the bad news. So that's why I say parents. They finally got back together after this tragic accident. And they actually stayed together. And they both perished together. And I don't know where he lives today, but he is crippled in a wheelchair. Sad, sad story. And I can't say nothing about the father because, as far as I'm concerned, the man finally came back into his son's life a little too late before the accident, but he did come back. So I commend the guy for at least coming back into his children's lives. Anyway, that's enough of that. I don't know. I just found this right here, Father. What I'm talking about, it just kind of goes hand in hand. Anyway, my intention is right around over there. So let's go ahead and go to it. Now, his mother and father died tragically in a house fire. This was later on. He was about 30, 35 years old, something like that. I wasn't there. I just heard through the grapevine through other friends of mine in Sacramento that they were both sleeping. He was at work. His sister was at work also, and somebody left a pot on the stove. Both parents were crippled. They could not walk. They were both in wheelchairs, so they couldn't get out of the bed and ended up burning to death in this fire. Tragic way to go. I'm not going to tell the story. I'm not going to tell you where the house was, and I'm not going to tell you where, what the parents' names were, because I don't want him or his family to get pissed off at me if they see this video. They gave me permission to talk about it as long as I didn't give names, locations, yada yada, etc. So there it is, folks. That's my point. It feels creepy walking through a cemetery when you got so what I've heard is these little plates right here, people are not buried here. What I was told is there's numbers on them, and this is how they identify where you're at. So this is let me see, I think it's 828. So this is 828. So row 828, 828, and they'll tell you where the group, what you're looking for when you go to the office. So let's say 828, and then you just go and find the marker, these little markers, and then it's the row, and they'll tell you, you know, an easy way to find your loved one. And besides, all you folks, rest in peace. My apologies for walking through. I don't want any bad to come to me or my family. People think it's not real, but I've seen and heard some hellacious things. So this is where it's bringing me. Beautiful memorial here. Oh man, just beautiful. Wow, this is a hit. Let me go to this side. This is beautiful. Here's some history. It might be hard to read, but you can kind of go through, stop, read it yourself if you want. Let me go back here. Yeah, so you guys can stop and read this for yourself if you would like. I know a lot of people like to read things like this. Let's go to the next page. And down at the bottom. Yeah, that way if you guys want to stop, put it together and read it, you can. But otherwise, it is a beautiful place. So that's it, folks. Looks like the whole family's buried here. This is the father. And that's it. I don't know. I can't get to the other. I can't see that over there. So I don't know. But anyway, that's it. This is where it brings me. So there you go, folks. I'm going to walk back to my vehicle, which is parked like way back over there. So anyway, I'm going to cut it off right here. Go home. It's starting to rain. Hope you had a good one. Sorry I haven't went up in a while on my Randonaut videos, but I've been very ill. I'm feeling better. I have a lot of problems, so my knee's really hurting me today, like you really care. But yeah, but I'll try to put on at least twice a month. I'll try that. If not, maybe more. But I can definitely get some shorts out, and I have some shorts that I can still put on, which I will after this one though. And if you like, please give me a thumbs up. I mean, you know, just hit that thumbs up, and that tells me that you like it at least. Give me a good comment, bad comment. I read everything. I may not answer them. If they're good, I'll answer them. If they're bad, I just let them go. You guys could read those. I don't care. But this channel's open to all criticism. What it's a good, bad, I don't care. There's going to be a lot more good than bad, hopefully. But it is what it is, and I'm Wayne, and I'll talk to you on the next one.